Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Thursday, October 17, after 3:15 p.m. Eastern. For those of you who are going special training, that will happen today at 3:30 p.m. When we don't have when we're not aware of our spiritual connection to pure consciousness, to divine, we're in a place of the mind and we worry. And the interesting thing about that is that that's the only reason we do worry, because we're not aware of our connection to the divine. Period. So we worry, we stress, we fear. On a daily basis, it's not. Sometimes it's kind of subtle. Other times it's way in there, way up there. And it just depends. You could wake up out of bed in the morning and be worried. And you can say to yourself, what am I worried about? I have nothing to worry about. But, that feeling comes in and you're saying, I don't understand why I'm worried. It's kind of strange. And we get in the habit of it, and we've been in that habit for thousands and thousands of lifetimes. So it's automatic. We just do it. Now, when we start to make the shift from that to total peace and freedom, it's a whole different ballgame. Because on this planet right now, with this disconnection that creates the assumption that we are powerless beings who are not the real manifestors of our future. And isn't it interesting, when we do worry, 99% of it never happens. Isn't that wild? Well, one might say, well, aren't you focused on it? Focused on something you're worried about. Not necessarily. You worry about things that haven't even happened. Most of us resist trusting in this life. We really do. We just resist trusting in this life. So when we don't trust, what happens? We worry. And you realize that this universe knows what it is doing. It is divinely intelligent and vastly creative. What if the future was 100% perfect, exactly as it showed up, and there was nothing you could do about it? What if you could see the bigger picture of the next 100 years of your life and know that there was absolutely nothing you needed to change for it to learn what your soul came here to learn? How would it feel if you could surrender to trusting the future all the time? And it's up to you. It's not up to anybody else. It's up to you to let go and experience trust for yourself. And then this divine cosmic play called life. When you let go and trust what is and what will be, magical things begin to happen. This universe will start answering your every request because you are in alignment with what is. Instead of trying to change, control, or conquer what is destined to be. We all know that the mind is too small of a container to understand how everything is predestined. And yet we have the free will to change our imminent future. Future is not set in stone. It is written in the sand, which ironically is what allows the mind to experience the energy of worry in the first place. If everything was set in stone, there would be no way we could grow and have the grand experience of shifting from love to fear. But see, we create, we create our future. And we design our destiny. It's not done for us. Again, we have been taught that something out there does it for us. Predestined, right? But you can shift and change your destiny and your future. My attitude is that you stay in the now, step by step, to master the ego mind and your thoughts. Then everything else comes in unobstructed. It is for us to finally embrace the fact that we are omnipotently powerful, supreme beings, master manifestors and creators, who have the power to instantly and effortlessly materialize any desired outcome into this physical world. And the key words here are always, instantly, and effortlessly. If any efforting or new training were required to become a natural manifester, it wouldn't be supernatural and would just be another experience in life that would come and go. Truth is that as long as you have a body and mind, you have the power to manifest anything into the physical world. There is no need whatsoever for another moment of suffering to occur for you to realize this deeper truth inside. Who we really are is way beyond the physical world, which is what enables us to manifest anything in it. You come from the unmanifest. That is pure, unlimited, divine potentiality. You are naturally a soul permanently and forever. For eternity, this spiritual essence is the core truth of who and what you will always be. There is nothing you can do to change this, nor anything you can do to turn the natural manifesting powers that come with this body, these bodies that we're in, and mind that we are inhabiting. Experiencing yourself as a natural manifesting being in your everyday world can be easier and more enjoyable than you think. In fact, each moment is another direct doorway to exploring the divine understanding within you and all around you. What could be more enjoyable than that? And this inner and outer exploration of the divine is what makes your entire journey on this earth worthwhile and will provide more evolutionary progress for your soul than anything else you could or should be doing here. See, manifesting is everything. It's everything. And the truth to manifesting what you really want in this life comes from shifting into this higher spiritual frequency of thinking and consciousness. When you are vibrating with joy, enthusiasm, love, and trust, you will automatically attract things, situations, and people that resonate at this higher frequency. High vibrations attract even higher vibrations, and so on. Wherever your attention goes is where energy flows. You do not always need to be aware of this process for it to work. That's why you can be thinking about something, right? You're not harping on it or obsessing about it, but you think about something. Boy, that'd be really great, if that came in. And then you just let it go. Lo and behold, not too far later, you say, that's unreal. I was just thinking about this, and here it is. It's like you are always doing this. All of us are always doing this. This isn't a one-time or two-time here and there. This is all the time. So you could sit with yourself and you identify, simply put, whatever you're thinking about is what is being manifested. That's it. Whatever you're thinking about is being manifested. You are always manifesting something, whether it is a compulsive worrying habit, an intimate relationship, your next meal, or world peace. Whatever you think about will grow and become your experience more frequently down the road. Now, the big question is, are you clear about what you want to manifest and what you do not want to manifest? The key is are you clear about that? We are all birthed with this innate ability to materialize thoughts into physical form and can improve upon this gift by learning how to harness the power of the mind. All that is needed is total surrender to the idea, feeling, and experience of what you want to manifest as if it is already here now. Instantaneous manifestation occurs when you can hold this sensation and continuously release the emotional negativity and resistance to having it be real. What do you think stops us? That's what stops us. When there is zero resistance, total openness to the infinite possible ways it can happen, and a deep knowingness that your desired outcome has already manifested on some level for you in the here and now, then it has to manifest for you instantly. Now, to many, this may seem impossible, ridiculous, or miraculous. Yet, it is as natural as the warmth from the sunshine above. So you surrender to it all. Sit back and enjoy the ride. You see, we've got this habit where we hang on to things. We tight fist them. We don't let go. It's like you put out there, right? You put a request up there. And then you start doubting the request. Oh, I wonder, maybe a day or two goes by and you say, I wonder if this is really going to happen. See, that doubt comes in. That's ego mind. Wow, sure is taking a long time. This stuff doesn't work. It's a waste of time. See, then you get frustrated. Then you get irritated. Because you're obsessing about it. And see, when you let go and you surrender, whatever it may be that you are wanting, it happens. But the majority of us, we stop it. Are we doing that on purpose? No, we're not doing it on purpose. We're just in habit of doing it. We don't give it any thought. We just do it. So we put a request out there, and then we negate it by doubting it, worrying, stressing. Is this really going to happen? What am I going to do if it doesn't happen? What am I going to do then? Oh, this has got to happen. And by doing that, it doesn't happen. You ever gone after something, right? Whatever it may be in this life. And for some reason, the more effort you put in, it seems the further away it gets. Doesn't it? It really does. And then we go, the heck with it, right? I'm not going to do this anymore. This is tiring. Probably just not meant to be. So you let it go. Then what happens? Well, it shows up. And you go, this is unreal. And you say, I thought that was never going to happen. And here it is, because you let go of it. You just said, I'm just going to let go of this. I'm not going to spend any more time on it. And see, this is when we talk about the mind, right? Well, now, if I were to master, or when I master my mind through the heart mind, and it becomes an ally, then I can direct it, rather than it directing me. Wow, wouldn't that be great? So you direct your thought with the mind to manifest things. And after a bit of a time, it becomes very apparent to you that you can. At first you might say, this was a fluke. This couldn't happen again. It was just coincidence or luck, right? And then you say, well, I'll ask for it again. And boom, it happens again. So one might say, why is it, through all the years, all the lifetimes, in this very now moment, why is it that we all aren't manifesting anything and everything we choose? Why is that? Why is it that the majority of us, how it appears, this is how it appears on the surface, aren't? And then when we come across anybody that is, we go, how can they do that? I've tried that several times. It doesn't work for me. How come it works for them? Because they aren't attached. They're just not attached to it. They enjoy it. They send it out, but they're not attached to it. You know the experience when you're attached to something, it is harder than heck to let go of it, isn't it? It's like a young child who has the blanket, right? The blankie. And they carry it everywhere. And even to try to wash it is a challenge because they don't care to have it removed. It's almost an obsession for that child to have that blankie. And this is what we do with a lot of things. It's our blankie. And we aren't going to let go of it, period, no matter what. We become attached to things. And then we also get this uneasy feeling that if we say the word surrender, I'm going to surrender all this, that somehow we believe, or the ego mind believes, that we're going to lose it. Say, you let go of it, you're going to lose it. So I'm not going to let go of it. I may say I let go of it on the surface, but I'm not going to let go of it. Because this is the one primer, one of the most major experiences we're here to have and learn, is that we already have everything. That's the whole point. We have it all. We never did not have it all. But the irony to it is that we don't know we have it all. It's like you walk into this big warehouse, very nice and light and airy, very comfortable, very clean air, and you're walking to these different aisles. And the aisles contain all kinds of stuff, just some of it unimaginable. And you see this sign, and the sign says, you have it all. This is all yours. And you say, how can that be? Well, you're a manifesting machine. You are a omnipotently powerful supreme being that never dies. You're pure, deep, eternal love. Deep within, you're at total peace with all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And whenever you want anything, you ask for it. And it comes. And in that warehouse, you'll never get through it because there's so much in there. You'd be there for lifetimes and never get through it. And the reason is, the point is that it's already yours. It never wasn't. See what we do? See how it is when we're programmed? How it is when we're programmed. It's kind of like we shortchange ourselves all the time. We don't believe this and we don't believe that. No, this can't happen. Oh, no, that's not possible. Until we get to the point where we just say, you know what? I surrender it all. Period. And once you do that, through the heart-mind, that's when everything starts coming in. You fill up a closet and you say to yourself, I'm going to, I'm going to get this. And then you're going, you don't think about the closet. It's packed. You're going to get this. So you come home with it, and you go to that closet, and you look at the closet and you go, there's no room for it. There's too much stuff in here. This is what we're like. We accumulate different emotional issues and challenges and experiences throughout this life alone, and we store stuff. It's like this closet. And then we bring something home, we can't get in the closet. But, say, since we're so attached to things in that closet, well, we start pulling things out and we go, I'm not ready to let go of this, so I'll keep this in here. And before long, before you know it, the closet is still packed with a couple of things that you've tossed aside. And doesn't it make sense, in order for energy to flow, there has to be room for it to flow? If you've got all this other energy compacting things, it's not going to flow. So we let go. And when we let go, it flows. When we hold on, it doesn't flow. It's pretty much, it's like, that's the way it is. That's the way. This is what we create. Now, of course, any of us can argue this with our ego minds, right? Or rationalize, justify conversations with ourselves. And a lot of us will say, this is fine and dandy, all good and fine, but it just doesn't work. See, we convince ourselves, even though we have it all, and we truly do, we convince ourselves that we don't have much at all. And to have anything is tough. It's real tough. It's just really tough. And the reason that the majority of us, we get tired of life. I don't know why, but we do get tired of life. A lot of people do. And you know why that is? Because we spend our own precious time that we have in these bodies. We spend most of the time fighting our lives. Now, you wouldn't think about that. You wouldn't really come up with that with yourself. But that's what we do. And I bet you dollars to donuts, in the quiet time of this meditation, when you relax into the body, you're in a comfortable position, you have no outside interference, you're as still as a statue, you're focused on your breath rising and falling in the space between heartbeats. You're in the now. And in that now, you said to yourself, and, well, actually to the God that you are, I already have everything. So you surrender every day. You let go every day. Maybe sometimes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times a day. But you let it go. In other words, you can visualize all this coming, it just flows through you. You just let it pass through you. You don't fight it, right? You don't get irritated with it. You don't fear it. You say, okay, float on by, fly, come right through me. I'm not going to stop you. And it's gone. And every time you have that, you just let it flow through you. It just passes by. Wouldn't it be absolutely magna glorious that everyone on this planet knew the secret of manifestation? If they knew it through their heart minds, what kind of planet do you think we would have in this very now moment? That's coming. You become more aware. You become more curious about who and what you are. Your childlike curiosity, which we all have still. We're all curious. A lot of us, though, we take that childlike curiosity and we cover it up with blankets and stuff. And we forget about it. It's not there. Right? And you remember as a kid, we wondered all the time. Wonder this, wonder that, wonder what that would be like. Not so much as we become quote-unquote adults. But now to bring that childlike curiosity back front and center, polish it all up, and you're sitting there saying, really curious to actually discover who and what I am in this body. And I'm really excited about finding out. And I have the patience of Job to find it out. And I'm not in a race. And when this happens, you know what you do? You slow down. You slow down. You're no longer scurrying around, rushing here, rushing there, doing this, doing that, got to get this, got to get that, got to get this, got to get that. Rushing, rushing, rushing. You slow down. And you'll find yourself slowing down. And you'll embrace it. It won't be an irritant. You'll just say, wow, this is great. And you're floating. You're not swimming anymore, say. You're just floating. You got people swimming by you left and right, all in a hurry to get somewhere. And all you're doing is you're floating. Period. You're not concerned about what they're saying about you as they swim by at all. You're in total peace. You're in the now. They don't know that they only have the now. So that's why they suffer just about all the time, small areas, medium and large, because they're in yesterday and tomorrow. You're not. You're in the now. You're floating. You really don't have a care in the world. Why would you? You're the chief manifester. You're the master and commander of your life and your destiny. Why in the heck? And you have everything that you'll ever possibly want. You already have it. It's like the warehouse that you went through. You just pick it, right? It's almost like you go to a shelf, go, there it is, I'm going to take that with me. You take it, and you enjoy it. Then there's something else, and there's something else. This is part of this life for us to enjoy. It's not about sitting in a cave for 50 years, contemplating. It's about enjoying it. You know what happens when you enjoy things and you don't worry? What happens? It's phenomenal. And things flow in. Things come in. They don't run from you. They run towards you. And that's what's so phenomenal. We all have that, see? That is there with us. Why in the heck would we fight life, not knowing that we fight life? Why would we do that when we have it all? Everybody says, well, you can't have it all. Really? What if I were to say to you that you do have it all, you just don't know it? You wake up in the morning and you go, let's see, what's in the warehouse that I'll go down aisle 1050 because it's endless. There's anything that you cannot manifest into your life. There's nothing. You want to manifest an upheaval, the depressing, anxiety-filled life? Guess what? Then you'll experience it. You want to manifest a wonderful, joyous, blissful, happy life, then that's what you'll have. This is all about within us and making the decision for ourselves to experience the God that we are in the body. And see, these bodies, great conduits, spectacular conduits, because we can direct the mind to manifest anything we choose at any time, any place, anywhere. And this is what's been played upon this civilization for millions of years. So it's been played upon them. That none of that is true. That's all a bunch of fantasy and mysticism. When in actuality, it is the truth. It is the real you. We're gods in these bodies to enjoy this life that we have created specifically to enjoy, yes, and spice it up with some things that we create that we aren't aware of, that we actually created them, and then we experience them. So in the quiet time of this meditation, really, really embrace through the heart-mind that you already have it all. You never didn't. I'll join you in the meditation. I'll return to close us out. Take an easy and slow breath in through the nose, and an easy and slow breath out from the mouth. Stay relaxed into the body, focused on your breath rising and falling and being as still as a statue. I invite you to fully let go of your ego's inhibitions today and step into the greatest love within you. Take this leap of trust into the unknown abyss. Commit your life to living 24/7 in the healing vibration of love and see what unfolds. Send love to everyone and everything regardless of their actions or words. Doesn't matter if they deserve love or not. Just give them love. The incredible quality of life, deeply eternal love brings will be well worth the risk. Today is your golden opportunity to experience real love all day long. Be careful that you're still alive. Be grateful that you're still alive, because you still have a chance to let go and experience love. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, and the following morning. We'll return here Friday, October 18, 2024, a little after 3:15 p.m. Eastern, and a little after 9:15 p.m. Eastern on Friday to continue our reverse aging health call and all the rest. Be gentle, kind, humble, and generous with yourself at all times. Be in the highest of the highest high, deepest of the deepest, deepest, and purest of the purest, purest, eternal gratitude at all times. No matter what's going on within you, nor outside of you. Open your heart and let the magic flow in.